Can you talk a little bit about your SOP writing experience?
The first paragraph went like a basic introduction, and then your motivation towards the course, experience or internships or work experience. The end would be like, why do you want to choose this course and what are your future plans after this?
Alright guys, so welcome back once again. If you're somebody who's interested in the admission process, especially by doing your own application, I'm sitting here with students who some of them have done their own applications, some of them have taken help of consultancy. But my main question is, what is a healthy number in your point of view now that you're here in Germany? What's a healthy number I should apply to minimum in a university as an application? Some people I've heard saying 5 is good enough. Some people say no, 10 you should definitely apply. Then some also have told me, don't you think it depends on the grades what you've got, right? So the ones who have got 70% always aim to apply 10, 15, 20. But I've also seen people with 9.8 CGPA applying only 2 and not getting anywhere. So how do we solve this topic? So did you apply your own application?
Yes, I did.
And how many applications did you file?
I filed around 10 applications. And to be honest, at the end of the day, it just gave me a lot of anxiety regarding the choice.
Even in the 10 what you selected?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Because I wanted to be very specific, but I didn't also want to let things go for a chance. So I, just for my sake, I applied for 10, but I would suggest at least apply for 4 to 5 colleges.
At least 4 to 5.
At least 4 to 5.
Okay. But in your point of view, that's still good enough.
That's still good enough, yes.
4 to 5.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll come to you. How many applications did you do?
I just did 5.
5.
And I was confident definitely one would click out of it.
Nice.
But my main intention was like TUM. So that was very specific and very niche, like in a domain called medical physics. So they expected actually a physicist is what after the rejection I understood. After maybe if not TUM, the OVG was my second option because
because we are in OVGU Magdeburg right now, so you got it.
I got it
What was
because
your bachelor score?
8.34.
And yours was?
Mine was 7.9.
Okay. And you still chose 5 applications. I mean, you did 10, but you're now saying others that they can go for 5 bare minimum. Okay, I'll come to you. Can you give it to her? Tell me what was your grades in your bachelor's? She did computer science.
Yeah, 8.7.
8.7. And
Yeah.
how many applications did you do?
My applications, for the summer semester, I did around 8 to 10 colleges. But talking about the winter semester, I would say when you restrict your domain, that also comes into picture. I restricted my domain in winter. I only stick to data science universities, and then where I had no admits in winter. And then I opened up with computer science as well as with data science. So then I did for 10 to 12 universities in all.
You got selected in how many?
3 of them.
3. Okay.
1 computer science and 2 data science.
Right, we'll come to that. What about you?
So I had applied for around 10 universities. Basically, I had broken it up into 2 parts. One was electronics related, and one was computer science. So 5 there and 5 here. So I got in 4 universities. 4 universities, yeah.
Nice, yeah. What was your grades you said?
My grades in bachelor's was 8.
8 CGPA.
Electronics and communication engineering.
8 CGPA you
Yes,
got.
yes.
Okay. What about how much CGPA you got?
I had 8.1.
You did computer science.
Yes, I was in
Okay.
computer science. So I applied for around 12 and I got admit for 4 among those. So when I was preparing the application, so I actually listed it as the first few that I really want to get into and some which I can get into. So based on my interest, I had data science, which I had in the first level, and at the second level, it was mostly computer science, but they also had within themselves the modules which is related to data science. So already know that I can also do data science with these courses as well. So that is where I would say even it doesn't matter how many minimum that you want to apply for, but it's better to have more. Always there's an option, and also go through the modules and the courses and make sure that it fits for you, and then you can go for the numbers there.
So average what I'm seeing here is minimum 10 applications you guys made, and on average the acceptance what I'm seeing is minimum 3. In 10 applications you got minimum 3 acceptance. I know both of you did 5 only. You did 10, you also did 10, you also did 10, you did 10.
Yeah.
Okay. If somebody has a lower grades, right? I see yours is 7.9, but pretty much everybody here is 8 and above. So if somebody has let's say 7.1, right, which is still at a borderline score
Yeah.
for a German university, how many applications should they file? Or your answer doesn't change?
My answer still remains the same because German universities, while CGPA is generally a cutoff, it is not the ultimate thing. What they want to see is your SOP and how much you believe that if you study this, it will improve both you and what you wanted to do.
Right. Did you write your own SOP?
I did.
If you were to help somebody to give them a structure,
Hmm.
what should be first paragraph, second, third, fourth, fifth?
Yeah.
Do you have a template in your mind?
Oh yeah, I do, because I spent nearly a month on this, just
Wow.
perfecting it. So
Tell us.
of course, not everyone will take a month. It's just how much time I put. So the first paragraph is generally an introduction to yourself, a very brief introduction as to like what you've done like in your schooling and what you as a person are. And later on, you can talk about your academic experience. Again, all these paragraphs have to be very small summation of your life. Finally, any internships that you've done, and then any work experience you've had, again in a short paragraph.
Right.
And in the end, two most important paragraphs. Firstly is why you want to do this certain course, because they really care about this. They just don't want to give you a course simply because you can like come here and do it. They want you to show them like why you think this course is the right fit for you, and finally why they should consider you among all the thousands of other applicants. And that's basically what your SOP should be.
So you just spoke about SOP. How many letter of recommendations did you give in your application process?
So usually the minimum bear to be provided is 2. Since my company was a big MNC, so they could not give it individually at least, or they're not supposed to provide a letter of recommendation, at least the official way. So I could not use the work experience letter of recommendation, but I could still use 2 from my university.
So you got it from the university.
University.
And how many LORs you gave?
I gave 3 LORs
From-
the university, because my company also is like pretty big and they can't really give personalized.
But did you give your work experience letter in the application process?
No, that wasn't necessary for me.
Yeah, but like you still give or you don't?
Yeah, I included it in some of them.
I used the bona fide letter in the applications.
Can you talk a little bit about your SOP writing experience?
The first paragraph went like your motivation towards the course, introduction, your basic introduction, and then your motivation towards the course. Especially when you're highlighting your experience or internships or work experience, it should relate somewhere to the course you're admitting to. So that would be your middle paragraph. And yes, the end would be like, why do you want to choose this course and what are your future plans after this? So this is how I framed. The biggest confusion was 1 page, 2 page, 1 page, 2 page. So counting my experience, 2.5 years, so I made it like around 2 pages SOP.
What about LORs?
LORs, I had 2 LORs, one professionally and one academically. One from the company and one from the college.